So for a while, I've been having problems with the ravens stealing eggs. I mean, they didn't just, for a while, they were just stealing the goose eggs and the duck eggs. Well, and they would pick the goose eggs open, and the geese would chase them out of there once they saw them flying in. But they have been stealing the duck eggs. So the other day, I noticed the ravens were out here in the chicken pen. Sitting on this little building here. And I was noticing we weren't getting a lot of eggs. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 chickens. 16 hens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 18 hens. 3 roosters. 2 of these roosters flew in. 1 I put in, and 2 of them flew in. And so I should be getting anywhere between 12 to 15 eggs a day, at least. And but I haven't been. I've only been getting anywhere from 2 to 3 eggs, and it's like, don't sound right. My daughter says, well, I've been checking the nest twice a day. And I go, well, something's wrong. I says, the ravens have been hanging out there. I wonder if they're going in that hen house stealing eggs. And she goes, well, possibility. I said, well, that door is wide open. I said, I don't want to close the door because I want the light in there and I want the fresh air to be able to go in there. Because I don't have any other windows except for the door. It's the only thing that's letting light in. I know I probably could, cut some windows open, but I'd rather not. Because of winter. Here, like last winter, we had a pretty cold winter. It was extremely cold this last winter. So I really don't want to be closing that door. See, the female turkey got off her nest. Because I like for the wind to be able to go inside that hen house and, kind of keep fresh air in there and kind of keep it cooler in the summertime. And with the body heat of all the hens in the winter, with it being insulated, it helps keep keeps it warm. Even with the door open. If it gets too cold, I can always close the door. It's like no big deal. And I can put a window in that door, and that's probably one thing I should think about. But I haven't done that. And it has been on the back of my mind to do that. So in the wintertime, when I do close the door, if we have some really harsh, freezing cold, which we've had winters here that are well below 0 for several days. And that can be a little hard on the hens if it stays cold for long periods. We've never had more than 3 days of extreme cold below 0. We've had 10 below 0. And then that's been a while, but this last winter we did have 5 below 0, which is pretty cold. But these hens all survived, and plus the ducks and the geese as well. But that's why I like keeping this door open, even in the wintertime. I didn't even close it when we had 5 below 0, and the hens did quite well. And they kept laying most of the winter. But anyway, I told my daughter about the ravens, and I says, well, I probably should think about putting a curtain up, like a shower curtain up, so that it will keep the ravens out. And she said she did see a raven with a hen egg coming out of here last week sometime. So we put this curtain up, and it's transparent. You can see through it. And of course you can see the curtain. It's not like it's not there, and I think that kind of will deter the ravens because they aren't going to be able to fly straight in. They'll have to get down lower to go in, and then coming back out, it's not going to be too easy for them either. So I'm pretty sure this is going to help keep them out. And today I got 11 eggs. So you can see it did help. And I did hear, which I have a hard time hearing because I don't hear very well, but I did hear the ravens in this over here when I was watering our strawberries on the other side of that, where the chicks are over there, and it's way over there. So they were here, but they didn't go inside the chicken house, which I'm glad about. So that means that did help keep them out. And so I think I've solved my egg-thieving raven problem with that. And I have thought about, putting up like a screen door, but I needed it open so that the chickens could go in and out, and that's why I left the very bottom of it open. I pulled the curtain up high enough that it would be down far enough, but yet high enough for the hens to go in and out without disturbing them, even with the wind blowing the curtain. And like I said, we did get 11 eggs today, which makes me happy. So I am glad that kind of helped deter them. And now that the hen turkey is off her eggs, let's see if we can. Let's see, I don't know if I can. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can see in there. It's not looking like I can get the eggs. Let's see. Can we barely see the turkey eggs? And she's got quite a clutch in there. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 14 eggs in there. And I'm not sure. I'm trying to get this far over enough to where I think maybe you can just barely see in that one corner the eggs in that. In there. If I can back off a little bit more, get a little bit more of a view of them. There, I think you can see that now. Anyway, yeah, she's got about 14 eggs in there. She's been sitting on every day. She did get out. She came out and dusted herself off. Got a drink of water. And it's plenty warm out here, so I mean, she doesn't need to run and get out right back on that nest right away because it is warm out here. And so those eggs will stay warm even in that shaded area. They will still stay warm. She never has really liked being in this pen to where she can't fly out. I had to completely cover the whole thing. We had to cover all the any hole that she might be able to get through. We've had to close because she was flying even through this small hole here, across here. She was flying right out. So we put this up here, this wire up, and this piece of T111 up so she couldn't fly out. and we did cover the whole top of the turkey pen to keep her in. The other two hens that I had flew out, and the raccoon that was hanging around here got them, or bobcat. I couldn't, because the ground was so frozen during that time. I could not get any true tracks of what it was coming in here. Even before I put the electric wire around this whole fence. And I'm pretty sure it was a raccoon climbing over the top of the fence getting in here, because there was feathers at the very top of the fence where this board here is. Where this board here is, there was feathers up along here when they were taking out the chickens. And this that black cochin and these these 5 Brahmas, the white Brahmas, are the only ones left out of the batch that I had of cochins, and I had a couple of more Brahmas, and they're the only ones that are left out of the batch that the raccoon was coming in after. They even took the rooster, the Brahma rooster, or the black cochin rooster, and the Brahma rooster. So yeah, and I have the Jersey Giants over in that pen over there, and there's a rooster in that. So I went to the I keep calling it the Big R because it's been the Big R for the last 40 some years or 50 some years I've lived here, and so it's always going to be the Big R. But it's Coastal bought it out, and I bought 6 chicks from them here a couple of months ago, and I lost 4 of them because when I went in there to get them, now I've said this before in one of my videos, when I went in there to get them, there was a sick chick in the batch. They had Brahmas and Jersey Giants together, and one of the Brahmas was sick and dying, and so they took it out. So I bought these chicks anyway, just hoping it was just a fluke thing, kind of against my thought, because sometimes if I see any animal that's dying in a pen anywhere, I won't buy the animal because there's got to be something. So it's a possibility that they could have had something, I don't know. But I started when I brought these chicks home, and I didn't start them soon enough because my daughter was taking care of them while I was working, because I was getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning going to work. And so she was watering them, but she was only putting the vitamins in the water and not the oregano. And so we lost 4 of them, and as soon as we lost 2 of them, I started putting the oregano in the water because I knew that would help them. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't think I started it soon enough, so we lost 2 more. But the two survived, and that was because they were on the oregano. And the oregano is an antibiotic, a natural antibiotic. So it did help those 2 chicks. Now those 2 chicks, which is a Brahma and a Jersey Giant, are probably immune to anything that they had. So that's a good thing there. But anyway, I went there to see if they had any chickens and guineas, because I lost my guineas to the raccoons. Because I want to get more guineas, and I don't want to have to buy 100 of them from like Murray McMurray. And so I went in there to see. They had no chicks whatsoever. They had gotten rid of all their chicks, no ducks, no turkeys, nothing. So that gave me an indication, because they always have chickens or chicks clear into fall. I think I've gotten hens there as late as November from them. And so this time they didn't have that. And so I'm pretty sure it was because whatever that chick died of, the other chicks probably got, and people probably complained because they lost their chicks. So that's one of my thoughts, is that's why they didn't have any chicks this time. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get some guineas, because I love my guineas. I know they're noisy, they make a lot of racket, but I love to listen to them, and it doesn't bother me. I don't know about my neighbors, it might bother them. I'm not sure. Nobody has ever said anything about them making noise. But I do love my guineas, and they do keep the snakes away. They dig up the ants. They keep the ants out of our yard. And so guineas are really a valuable bird as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, please subscribe. Push the notification bell. Push the like or not like button, and make a comment. Please make a comment, and we will catch you on the flip side.